Last time on Magical Miss, Pink and Blue annihilate Absalom by trash-talking his discount Armani suit. The Deep Dark bring Pink and Blue into its subconscious and splits them apart in efforts to isolate and trap them, but with Willa's rage and Izzy's unconditional love, they pierce through the Deep Dark's prison and break Daisy out of her mind. With Daisy back in her own body, she reveals that she had the missing gem from Mariana's trident, and now all the pieces are together. Now we just have to lend our powers to Mariana and destroy the Deep Dark once and for all. It's time to hold hands. It's the last episode. Welcome to Magical Miss.
We pick up in media res with Daisy finally reunited with her own body back into the clothes that she was originally wearing. In her hands is a small, very pretty purple gemstone that she's kind of watching as the facets kind of glitter. As you both kind of tumble after her, you notice the crystal first because it is honestly the brightest thing around you, because the world that you had left when the darkness kind of enveloped you and tried to sequester you is not the same. It is almost a facsimile of the world. The same landmarks are there, but the buildings hold dark stone instead of brick. The sort of creatures that the monster hunters and your compatriots were holding off have changed into more amorphous dark blobs that have sharp features that kind of come out of nowhere, as if being concocted by a mind right there and then. There's teeth that pop from this kind of primordial goo and are coming at your friends and your loved ones, your compatriots, and the world seems to be dimmed. The light is there's light, there's sight, but the color saturation is just all the way down. It is dismal. It is bland. It's lifeless. It's before the feeling of looking at a canvas before picking up the pencil. There's potential, but in this canvas, it's a dark potential. Farther away, you do see that there is something that is taller than the lighthouse now, and it is this flowing kind of octopod, cephalopod sort of thing that is bigger than the buildings, all-encompassing, and it is whirling its tentacles around, and you see it knock over a bright-eyed, laser-shooting dolphin tank, and you see it crumble into pieces. Its driver and beacon nowhere to be seen. What do you do?
First I want to I remember in the last episode I took the crystal Daisy had and I gave it to Mariana for her to put into
which she has done.
Okay.
And you see that her trident is fully back together, and you see it almost grows in size. It is now polearm sized instead of just a trident. And nice. She looks a bit braver, but she looks around to you, and Mariana sees Daisy, and she kind of blinks and looks and goes, "We're going to need everybody on this one, aren't we?"
Yep, and Daisy, this is Mariana, but
not evil.
Mariana, and not after your head. Mariana, this is my girlfriend Daisy.
Daisy, kind of presses her lips into a line and looks at Mariana and is like, "You guys trust her? With the big trident that can kill the big evil thing?"
She has another gem that also activates it. We don't know how to use the trident.
But she's also a victim.
She's been manipulated by Absalom, and you should have seen it. We roasted that bitch. It was so good.
He was wearing the worst suit.
Benny can give you a play-by-play. It was great.
Benny has come up and run to his sister and just tackles her into a hug. And the twins, they fall into the sand, and you see that Benny's sobbing. And Daisy kind of like pushes them up, and the twins sit in an embrace for an extended period of time. It's not as long as either of them would have wanted, because the ground begins to rumble around you. And you see these shadowy like tentacles that you had seen coming from the ocean before your journey of self-discovery. And in their wake, you see these amorphous blob beings start to kind of come out of it and come towards you. And you hear in a booming voice, almost from the heavens, like a crack of thunder, it goes, "All right, now we all had a very fun time in each other's minds, but this whole recreate the world thing isn't going to do itself. So you could kindly just be reformed. But if you're going to put up a fight, I really must let you know that it's not going to work. It's just going to be more paperwork later on."
I'm gonna try to find Crimson and Dandelion, because we need everyone together. Before I trash talk him, we need to find everyone. So I fly over to the tank.
Roll me a be vigilant check.
Well, I had a feeling you were gonna say that. That's an 8.
Give you any dangers you haven't noticed.
Okay.
Because you see the remains of the tank, and you see that Dirk Jensen Jr. is holding on to his transformation with all his strength as he kind of like pulls himself out of the wreckage. And you see him kind of looking around, and you see him paint like a comically large broom to like push away some of the debris. And he looks at you and he goes, "Where's the kid?"
I don't know. I thought you guys were on the tank together. She's around your Dandelion. I'm like looking at the wreckage now, and I'm like trying to like lift up stuff now.
Roll me a plus physical.
Okay. I can do that.
You can do that.
I can do that, and that is a 10.
Yeah. Like a mom lifting a car off a baby. You toss this big piece of metal away, and you see that Henrietta is like sitting up, and you see her looking at her hand, and there is just a dark goo that is crawling up it. And she looks at you and she goes, "Willa,
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I'm going to purify touch the goop off of her."
Roll for that.
You can't give me scared Henrietta voice. That just kills me.
It's a 9.
You go to purifying touch, and the purifying energy is radiating off of you. So before you can even touch the goo, you see some of it like sprouts like little teeth and like tries to bite at you.
No.
But you bring your hand away quick enough. It did seem to distract it enough, and you see Henrietta like starts trying to push it away.
Yeah. I want to help like smack it away. I don't want to cut it off her arm.
Roll a plus mystical.
You're killing me, Smalls.
That's my job.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's good.
That is very nice. That's the Stanley dice and the blue dice.
Reach to touch it, and you stop because you know that touching this will like incite you to this reforming, as the Deep Dark put it. Because you see, as Henrietta's using her other hand, it's starting to get on her other hand, like trying to clean Jello without any sort of like paper towel or anything.
Yeah, okay.
And she looks at her other hand, she looks at that one, and she looks back at you, and she's like, What do I do?"
good question. With that 11, is there like a way that I could figure out how to get rid of it? Is it the purifying touch? Would that work if I actually like try it again?
Your purifying touch will transfer it to you. So it could work in the short term, but you know that you need almost like a water magic to wash it off.
Water magic. Who has water magic? Hey, Dirk, can you make a magical thing of water so we can just dunk it on?
You see him grab his paintbrush and he makes like a little spray bottle and starts spritzing.
Is it working?
And you see it's not working.
Okay, water magic. I like pick up Dandelion because I don't want her I want everyone to be like together now. So like I pick her up and try to not touch the goop. And I'm like, does anyone have water magic? It's not getting off of her, and if I try to touch it, it's gonna come to me, and that's not a good idea.
You are you like hold her like around the waist because her top half is starting to be kind of covered and it's getting kind of close up to her neck. And you've flown her back to the group.
Yeah.
Izzy, roll a mystical check.
I would love to. That's a 14.
Ooh.
You see Mariana holds her trident. She knows how to create water, but she looks uncertain.
Mariana, can you do anything? You seem to have a penance for water magic.
I mean, I did a little bit of kind of focus on it because I thought it would be helpful for my beings, for my creatures, my friends. If I could create water, then, you know, if any of them got lost, I could just create a puddle for them. I don't know. I haven't done it in a very long time. Pink, you should be wielding this. It shouldn't be me. I can't.
I don't want to wield a trident. I don't know what. No. This is yours.
Then Willa, then. I haven't.
Nope. She is definitely not the right choice. No, definitely not. This, you said earlier, that you left this for us, but you didn't. We're here together and we're doing it together and we need you. This is not something that you pawn off on us. This is your weapon. This is your fight as much as it is ours. But that's your weapon, so you have to wield it.
But can you someone? I like also hold up Henrietta like a baby, and I'm like, can you also fix her, please? It's getting closer to my hands.
10.
Oh yeah. You see Mariana looks, and just as like the goop kind of covers over Henrietta's face, and you see her head lift in like almost like a very uncanny valley kind of way. You see Mariana points the trident and she creates a beam of water. Willa, please roll me a physical check.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's a 10.
Okay. Yep, you stand your ground as almost like a whip of water comes and like smacks away the goop, and you see the goop flops down to the sand, which it hits the sand like it's hitting cement.
Oh.
And that's the moment you realize that the sand is no longer squishy. This ground that the deep dark has manifested is hard, like a very thick, hard coral.
Mm.
And you see this goop, it kind of goes and then pops away. But Henrietta like lulls her head back against you, and she's breathing really heavily, and she's like, I don't want that to happen again.
And I'm not gonna let that happen again ever. You just stay by me and you're going to be okay. And I'm also going to heal her because I don't know how much damage she took. Yes, that is 2 health back at least.
Yep, she happily takes that back, and she looks at you very seriously, Willa, and goes, we're gonna heckin' kill that guy, right?
Yes, we are.
Can I say a bad word?
Yes.
We're gonna fuck him up, right?
Yeah, we are, sister. We're gonna fuck him up.
My mom says the fuck word a lot, so I know it, but I'm not allowed to say it unless I get permission, or if I say it in the bathroom. I can say bad words in the bathroom. But we're gonna fuck this guy up.
I give you permission to swear until after we defeat the big bad.
And then up to 3 minutes after, because you're going to want to do a celebratory swearing.
Yeah.
She throws her hands up and throws them down. And Izzy, you see Mariana, and she's looking at the trident, and she like looks at Henrietta, and she kind of like smiles and is like, huh. Okay. Both of you, please roll me a thwart peril.
Okay.
Yeah.
8.
11.
Izzy, you see it coming. You see that from the deep dark, almost the skyscraper that is the deep dark currently, he has turned to face you with fearsome glowing eyes and is bringing 3 tentacles down your way. It seems like he's reaching behind you to grab Josh, Caleb, and Mariana.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Shield?
Can I try and shield them? Okay.
Roll for me.
Okay. That is a natural 12.
Woo!
Which becomes a 13 because I have a +1 to protect someone because I can make shields.
You cast your hand aside and you see a shield form in the
Is it made out of bugs? Or is it made out of slime?
Is it a dolphin?
No, it is the thick shell of a very large beetle. It is like an insectoid keratin. And
It's cool.
it's almost like a wing comes out of your hand as you do that, and it creates this wall between them, and you see these tentacles like hit it and then scoop back, and the deep dark narrows its eyes at you, and they say,
All right, Izzy Parker, you are really starting to get on my last suction cup, my friend. You see, I appreciated the lovey-dovey bullshit that you did in my host's mind. I appreciate the time that brought me to really begin the process in full. I appreciate the power that gave me by really eating up anybody that was still hanging around, but you've lost already. Give it up. Just let this be easy. I'll give you a better place down in the depths.
Hey big bad
That you're trying?
deep dark. You hear that? That's the sound of the world's smallest violin.
And the fact that you're still trying to bargain with us means we haven't lost yet.
Really? Is that what you think it means? I think it's just because I'm a kind and benevolent overlord. And I'd rather not send some powerful folks to go suffer into the darkness. I mean, if you were on my side, I'd at least put you in high employ. But that doesn't seem to be the case, does it?
Can I throw my sword at it? It's annoying me now.
You sure can try. There are 3 tentacles.
Let's do it.
3 tentacles? Okay.
3 tentacles.
I'm always gonna try to like throw it 8 to just shut the fuck up and just throw my sword again.
Yep. How much damage does your sword do?
2.
2? Okay.
Yeah.
You throw it, and you see it like slice one of the tentacles.
Good.
And you see this tentacle picks the sword up,
Oh.
and it stabs forward and slices you for 2.
Ow! Give me that back, and I like grab the sword back.
Roll a physical check at disadvantage.
Give me my sword back! I didn't know that you were going to use it on me. That's a 9.
I
So
don't think you can Can you magically recall your weapon?
I can summon
You
it.
need a special tag on it.
Yeah.
Or like coming back to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why the fuck would you throw your sword when that's your only weapon and there's 3 tentacles?
That is your weapon.
I was
And
too
I was thinking,
angry.
like, can you summon it back?
No, because I remembered I chucked my sword at the thing in the previous episode in Dream World, and I got it back just fine. So I'm like, oh, I could just throw it, right? But never mind.
You are playing tug of war with this thing, and
my
I need
God.
to roll a mental check.
Oh, 10!
It starts the same sort of spiral that you heard when it was kind of inside your mind. You hear this. I'll never be first choice. Why would I be anybody's first choice? I'm not ever going to be anything better than what I am. Why would I even try? Why would I even bother? Really, you really should just stop trying.
But I just get angry. I'm like, stupid voice, stupid deep dark, stupid doing stupid things, and I just ignore it.
Roll me 2d6 also really quick.
Just
Straight roll.
7.
As you are tug-of-warring with this thing, you hear 2 sets of footsteps behind you, and Caleb gets there first and stabs directly into the tentacle, and you hear him go, "Okay, now you can go, Josh." And Josh goes, "That wasn't the plan." And he slices as well, and the tentacle starts to kind of convulse, and it lets go of your sword.
Thank you. I look at both of them.
Caleb smiles, and Josh affectionately rolls his eyes, and you do see that this tentacle, the 2 other tentacles, are coming for them.
No, I hold up my hand and also do a shield on them. And I also mind mess Izzy and say, I think we still need to all hold hands. I think that was the thing. So start grabbing everyone's hands while I protect these 2 idiots. Ooh, that's a 9.
You create almost like a shield around the 3 of you, which protects from the 2 other tentacles, but you now have enclosed yourself around the 1 tentacle that is still there, and it starts to come for you.
Oh, come on. That's a 10 to hit.
What extra thing are you going to add to that?
Extra damage. So it's 3 damage. It's 3 damage. Oh, sweet.
It does. You see it hit Caleb. And Caleb kind of sits and looks a little stunned, and you see his demeanor kind of falters a little bit. His shoulders start to kind of hunch, and he's like, "Oh,
no. Is the tentacle still there? Is it dead, or is it still there?"
It has died. Yes.
Oh, thank God.
It is done, and it slinks away.
Oh God!
And he forms back into the deep dark.
Oh God! I crouch over to Caleb and I grab him by the shoulders. I'm like, "Hey, Caleb, no, don't listen to it. Don't listen to it."
I won't ever be loved. There's too much wrong with me. No one will ever stick around long enough to actually get to know me. Everybody just wants me for my title, for who I am, for my money, for my family, for my house, for the fact that I swim good. I'm nothing without that. Huh.
No.
He's spiraling.
No. I look at him. Am I hearing what he's like?
Oh yeah, he's mumbling.
Oh.
He's murmuring it.
Okay, I grab him by the face and make him look at me. I'm like, okay, listen, I guess you need grounding mantras too. You are Caleb McCartney. I had no idea who the fuck you were when we first met at Bouvin Doosters, and I knocked you flat on your ass because I'm that good. Again, didn't know who you are. I thought you were a cool guy, and I'm staying. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care if you're rich. I mean, I have other rich friends, so Big Whoop or anything, but
I have other rich
rich friends. You're not the token rich friend, so don't act like you're special. But
roll to touch his heart.
11.
He kind of blinks and then looks at you, and it's like, I mean, you do have other rich friends, but do you have other rich boyfriends? Then he leans across, winks at Josh, and then gives you a quick peck on the lips.
Oh, I give him a little kiss back, and I'm like, don't be sad, Caleb. That was weird. That was uncomfortable. Don't do that again.
I don't know what happened there.
It's the tentacles. They make you all depressed and stuff. They try to do that on me, but I was too angry to really listen to the voice.
You hear Josh go, "Yeah, that makes sense." So we've got to kill all these things and then kill the giant fucking octopus?
I think we all need to hold hands and lend our powers to Mariana.
We're not holding his hand.
You can touch shoulders. It doesn't fucking matter. But get in this group hug now. And Izzy has like roughly, hopefully everyone at this point all gathered around Mariana on hands on trident, hands on her shoulder, something.
Henrietta has like a hand at the bottom of the trident, and Dirk Jensen Jr. like takes Henrietta's hand and then reaches out to you, Izzy.
Oh yes, handholds.
Daisy's at your other side, and she takes your hand, and you see that the Schwartz twins are already hand in hand. Mariana is holding the trident, and she looks over to you, Willa, almost to like have you on her other side.
Yeah. I go over there and I grab the trident and I like stick out my hand for either one of the boys to hold on to. I'm like, you're going to hold hands regardless, so you might as well suck it up, Josh.
They scuffle, but Caleb makes it first, and you see him hold out a hand to Josh and like wiggle his fingers, and you see Josh looks at you, Willa, begrudgingly puts a hand in Caleb's. And I need both of you to roll me We Can Do This Together Clash.
Oh, yes!
Together, class.
Thank you!
Sure can do this together.
Oh my god.
7.
13, bitches.
Yes!
You see a bright beam of light come from the tines of the trident, and they kind of come together, and you see almost like a wave of light. It is precious. It is beautiful, iridescent, like the inside of a seashell, like the faintest color of rift water. There is a song along with it, the sound of marimbas, this like singing and vocalizing of just a lovely voice going with the sound of waves crashing into the shore. And you see it hit the deep dark, and you hear him go, "Oh fuck!" And you see him shrink just a little bit to be about the size of a car now.
Do we hit him again?
As you do this hit, I need you to all roll a plus physical.
There we go. 13.
Woo! Dirty 12.
Nice!
The two of you stand your ground very, very easily, but as the deep dark screams, you see the ground below you starting to kind of crumble apart, leaving Willa, you are on an island with Mariana. You see your boys kind of stumble away and are on their own sort of rock formation a ways away. You see Henrietta and Dirk Jensen Jr. like fall forward and are on their own area as well. And Izzy, you are separated from the Schwartz twins. In as you see like these kind of cracks come, like almost like tectonic plates crashing into each other, you see below that there are still some of those monster hunters that were there. You see Victoria kind of like turning around, and she goes, "There's finally some damn light. Okay. All right. We're in a gorge, but that's not the worst place we've ever been." And you see that there starts to be water flowing into that space.
Rift water?
It is rift
Okay.
water, and it is flowing at an alarmingly fast pace.
How many?
So much so that the beings in this chasm will drown if action is not taken.
Okay, so we're all separated. And there's how many monster hunters are down in this fucking ravine?
Yeah, if it's just
Probably
Victoria,
100.
we'll grab her. But if it's like
No, there's like 100 people. And you
100? What do you mean 100?
as you look a little closer, you see that denizens of Diamante Beach that didn't leave are down there as well. Like, you see Glenn, you see some of the DNR guys, you see the owner of the pizza shop.
You should have gone to Crystal's party, you guys.
You know, I don't think that the owner of the pizza shop got a fucking invite.
Listen,
We were really just focused on the seniors of Diamante not being there because they're idiots that want to wait out a fucking storm.
You see Brandon Sanderson, you see Mayor Goldshit. Like,
Claire, do you think if we like form our shields together, we can make a dam at least just to hold back the water? Because there's no way we can save 100 people when it's just the two of us, because we're the only ones who can fly.
Could we shield, make ramp, make stairs? So, Dirk, how far away is Dirk from us?
I can mind message him.
Yeah, you can mind message him, and like you guys are in your own little like areas, but you can still shout to each other. And like I will give you the ability to be heard.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you
I'm not
so
that
much.
heartless.
Directing Dirk to make stairs for the people.
And then Dirk, can you make stairs from the ravine up? We'll try and hold off the water.
So can one of you fly me down? Dandelion can't hold me. I'm too heavy.
You have to fly down there? You can't paint from all the way over here?
I mean, I can paint from there, but it's just not going to be very sturdy because it's too far away. I got to get up closer to it.
Okay. I'll fly you down there. I'll handle water down there, and you start making shields to block off the water up here. Blue. Izzy transforms back into pink and grabs Dirk to help him get down.
Okay.
Oh wait, before you go, can you paint weapons for Daisy?
He paints one of those baseball bats with the nails in it.
Nice.
Oh my fucking god.
Classic.
And Daisy's like,
I love it.
fuck yeah, all right.
Izzy takes it and floats it over to her. She doesn't trust herself to fucking toss that bitch. Floats it over to her girlfriend.
Daisy takes it and she like holds your hand when she takes it from you and she goes, be fucking careful, okay? You're Izzy Parker and I love you so much and we're going to win today.
We are. Didn't I tell you that we were? And she gives her a little wink and then goes to grab Dirk to fly him down.
Okay, I'm gonna start making shields to like stop the water. I ask Mariana, are you able to stop this water, or should we just keep on shooting at this thing? Or since everyone's kind of split up, do we need everyone back together?
We need us all together again, but we can't just keep firing this thing over and over again. It takes time to get us together. It takes energy from all of us. It's not just going to be firing this a few times in a row and then winning. The Deep Dark's going to try everything within its power to stop us from coming back together, from being strong enough to do this. We need to stay of right mind, of right heart, and we need to stick together.
Okay. Are you able to also stop the water because you also do water stuff, or should I just make a dam?
She looks and she goes, I create water. I don't stop it.
To be fair, in the book, it literally even says you can only control like a 5-foot like cube of water.
Oh, boo!
Like there's literally even like a limit on how much you can control.
Okay, yeah. I guess I'm gonna make the world's largest dam that puts Hoover Dam to shame.
Hoover Dam? I don't know her.
This is a Willa Dam. This is a +3. Here we go.
Do it.
7.
It's not a failure.
You make a shield that like stops the water, so it's not like flowing as fast. Like it's about up to the people's like knees.
Okay.
And you see that the water now is slower trickling to fill the ravine.
Can I like maintain the shields while I try to like get people picked up and like drop it back where Mariana's standing? Can I taxi people while I'm doing this?
Yeah, you can start doing that.
Cool.
Izzy, you are holding Dirk Jensen Jr. and you see him and he's painting really furiously and he's like, "Hey, Izzy."
Yeah, Dirk?
This is all gonna work, right?
Yeah. And if not, we'll come up with something else.
Roll to convince someone.
Should have been more convincing.
That is a 9 to convince someone.
He looks up and he goes, No, not just the stairs. Not just the stairs. Like all of this. Like, we're gonna make sure the world is back to normal, right? And like, my dad's gonna be okay.
Your dad's gonna be okay. My parents are gonna be okay. You're gonna go into art school and actually show people your art. Everything's gonna go back to the way it was.
I'm gonna go to art school.
Aren't you?
I mean,
I'm sorry, sir. Look at the fuck what you're doing now. You made a goddamn like mega dolphin tank.
I mean, yeah, that's it's Sir Dolphington the Third. Like, it's a dolphin and a tank in one. I came up with it after going to the aquarium one time.
Sir Dolphin Tank the Third.
He nods. And he goes, "Probably needs a rebrand."
No. Absolutely not. Unless you're gonna give him a monocle. Because I don't know how else you're gonna be Sir Dolphin the Tank the Third without a monocle or at least a top hat.
Or the top hat's itty bitty.
Top hat, bowler hat. You can have a gun out at the top, whatever you want.
It's
But
shooting laser eyes.
you can never have too many guns. But this is gonna work. Everything's gonna go back to relatively normal. We're just gonna have probably a lot more knowledge about magic after this.
He nods and he's like, "Okay. If you think it's gonna work, then I think it's gonna work.
It will.
Or we'll die trying."
Izzy's like grip tightens on Dirk at the mention of dying. And she said, and we're gonna get there. We're all gonna get there together. Now, and
He's
that
painted stairs.
Hmm?
He's painted stairs, and they look really sturdy.
Perfect. Izzy kind of sits him down on the stairs. Okay, go back to the others. I'm gonna usher everyone up the stairs. Just stay together, no matter what, and we'll get through it. And Izzy is going to kind of fly over the monster hunters and try to direct them to the stairs. Summoning her flies to also kind of act as like almost like a flight attendant type assistant to be like buzz 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 and just maybe a couple like fireflies to also just like light up the path.
Have your seatbelt and make sure that it is horizontal across your lap and you tighten it with the strap.
Please make sure you secure your oxygen mask before helping others.
But everyone just hears buzz 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 buzz.
There are a few flies that are in very cute flight attendant garb. And I need you to roll a touch their heart.
9?
You see that a few folks look a little skeptical, but you hear from the crowd of just like town denizens, and you hear Victoria's voice kind of like calling. You hear, no, see, she's Pink from Pink and Blue. We saw her on the news. No, we know she's cool. They make sure that we're safe. They're kind of superheroes. No, they're not superheroes. They're just magical. They're aliens. They're not aliens. They're good girls, and we're going to listen to them, okay? And because of your high popularity ranking, the crowd is easily swayed and starts going up the stairs. And you hear the deep dark go, no, get back down there. Get back down there, or I will actually just kill all of you right here and now. And you see that the water coming from the dam starts to look a little inky black.
Could Izzy reinforce Willa's shields
Please.
until everyone gets up the stairs?
You
Please.
can roll a shield check yourself to reinforce it.
What do you want me to roll?
A shield. I know
Protect
that's
someone.
very
Just a little too uwu that I couldn't actually understand.
It was too uwuified.
It was too uwuified for me. Okay, that is a 9.
Yep, you are able to hold it off. You see that your like shield addition around it is a little wobbly. And like it starts to kind of go. So you put your hands up to like hold it.
Oh, I'm holding it up. Okay.
Oh, Pink, you
Okay.
gotta get
I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh gosh. Okay. No, she's gonna stay there for a hot minute. She's gonna stay there until people are gone.
I'm
Yep,
mind
and you see
messaging
that-
Pink. I'm like, what you doing?
Holding the water back. It's all good.
Are you sure? It looks a little wobbly.
We'll.
You see that Dirk Jensen Jr. is like helping kind of shepherd people up, and he looks up and goes, "Hey, are you good?
Is everyone out?
Almost."
Oh, then we
there's
wait.
The Victoria, she's having a tough time.
Oh God.
And you hear Victoria go, "I will be fine, little man. You go save her. She's more important than me. I just got a dang bum ankle, and it's fine."
Oh my God. Is it just Victoria that hasn't gotten out yet?
Yep, everybody else is like at the top of the stairs. Which
Okay.
Willa, you see a very funny sight of like all of these people kind of like crowded on the little rock area, and like Mariana is standing there with her trident, and she's looking around because she has not really been this close to that many people in a very long time.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people. How is my taxiing progress? How many people have I gotten back to Mariana?
You helped out with like kind of the shepherding with Dirk. You got people like Glenn and unfortunately Mayor Goldshit, who you carried her, and she went, "I just knew you were a supporter of mine. You wouldn't have saved Chadley Branson, would you have?"
Ma'am, I can't vote.
No, that's right, you're not a citizen. That would be voter fraud.
No, but I was wondering if I got like Josh, Caleb, the twins, and like Dandelion over to where Mariana is, so we can all touch and hold hands again.
Yep, you
Okay.
got them.
Okay, cool.
You're just missing Dirk and
Pink,
Pink.
And me and
Mhm.
Pink.
Yeah.
Yes.
the second main character.
You know, casual.
Yeah, casual. Izzy is going to try to do an I wish real quickly. So that is a 12. So if you allow me, can I this is gonna be a stretch, but I wish can open or shut an unlocked door/window or unlock a simple mechanical lock. Well, that doesn't kind of go with it. But could I have the I wish hold and like lock the shields better in place so I don't have to hold it? And possibly gain me advantage to get up the stairs and grab Victoria.
I'll allow that.
Okay.
Okay, I like the shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yes.
It ooh, delicious. It locks in place, and you see like this water, like this dark inky water is like beating against it, but it seems to be held in place. So that gives you the time. You see like Dirk is like the cliche of helping an old woman across the street. He's like got her like on his arm, and he's like, "Okay, up, okay. Oh my God, okay." And you can tell that he was never a Boy Scout.
No. He might have been a Boy Scout for like 2 days before his dad is like, "You don't want to do this, huh?"
Something tells me in your heart you're not in it.
Yeah, and Dirk just pouted and folded his arms like,
And that was the first day that he was given a sketchbook and taken to an art class.
Yeah.
you are able to come up to Victoria's other side, and she looks and she goes, "Oh, sweetheart, no, it's fine. I will get up. It is fine. You dammed the thing up, which I greatly appreciate. But I'll be fine. You've got bigger fish to fry."
Yeah, and you are one of them. Getting you up these stairs is one of them.
She chuckles and she's like, "Girl, am I a fish to you?"
You want me to answer that?
She rolls her eyes affectionately, and she leans on you and goes, "All right, lead the way."
Willa, do we have everyone up near Mariana?
Roger, Captain, please come over. It's starting to look really, really scary and dark, and the sky is very swirly. And hurry up, please.
Okay, everyone get holding hands, even the monster hunters. Everyone.
Everyone is holding hands.
We're doing a DBZ right here. This is Goku Spirit Bomb.
You get everybody kind of in a crowd, and you hold hands there. Izzy, do you bring Victoria over with you?
Oh, fuck, yes, I do. She's part of this just as much as every other person.
Mhm. She grins and she wraps her arms around both of the Schwartz twins, like holding them around the neck, and the two of them kind of look and both soften. And I need you both to roll a we can do this together persona.
Okay.
Persona. You
Persona.
can do this persona.
12.
Dirty 12.
Another one of those beams fires at the deep dark, and you hear him kind of scream, and you see him shrinking even more. At this point, he's more kind of like the size of a regular octopus, and you see that octopus head rises as a humanoid body is beneath it. The ground starts to like hear the sound of more jets of water filling up the little crack ravines. So there are little pools of this kind of inky black, and you see people start like hopping to the different areas and like trying to spread out a little bit more. And the deep dark just goes, this really isn't very pretty. I'm just gonna have to reformat all of this. It's like, do landscaping? Do you really want to do that? You want to be the reason that the world had to be landscaped in the beginning? That's not very chill.
You're the one doing it. We're not doing any of this. It's all you. And I make a little bubble around like everyone so no one can fall off the edge.
But the holy books will tell a different tale.
Are you trying to Animal Crossing this shit?
At the call of Animal Crossing, you see a being from the crowd kind of like makes a noise, and you see Sam, and you see that some of the water has splashed onto Sam's leg, and it starts taking over them like almost immediately, and you hear them go, Benny, 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 help, Benny, help, Benny, help me, help, help, help. And they start to stumble and fall into the water. At that, you see like Glenn and a few of the DNR guys start to like kind of go into the water and like reach with their hands to try to save them, and they start to get covered with this inky substance as well. What do you do?
Oh my god. No, oh my god. Everyone has to stay together though. Oh god. Pin.
Can I use the other half of the I wish to lift/move a 5-pound object, at least big enough of the inkiness, around Sam's hand?
Yeah, Sam has kind of been fully submerged. It might be better to do that to like Glenn and the DNR guys.
To like remove that from them?
Yeah, because they're only in like forearm deep.
Okay, I'll do that. Everyone get back, do not touch that. Do not touch that with your bare hands, it just transfers. Back it up. Can approaching the edge of the water, can I try to hex it?
The water?
Would you allow me to make it drop an object?
Yeah. I can do that.
Okay. Willa, get ready to grab.
Oh, okay.
That is an 8. That's enough for a hold one. I'm going to make the inky blackness drop Sam.
I have my arms up.
Food.
Ready to go.
Oh god, please!
You see this water like curls up and like spurts out, and you see Sam falls right in front of you, Willa.
I catch them.
Are they covered in any of the inky stuff? Hold on.
Roll me a war peril, Willa.
Okay, this is fine. Plus two.
And you catch them.
10. I mean, no. 12.
Yep, so you reach out to catch them, but they start to fall face forward, and you see that they're entirely covered in this ink, so you just, like, no touchy in.
Oh,
and
ouch.
They fall to the ground, and you see them just start to, like, kind of crawl up, and their eyes glow with the same kind of sickly glow that the Deep Darks does. And you hear,
Hello, love.
No, hang on, side table. I have 2 points from leveling up. Can I, this is last minute, can I multi-class into water real quick and just get the water, the water beam real quick? Can I do that?
It's the water whip, so it is a close and harming thing. So it's essentially just like a whip of water.
Okay, but it's what Mariana has this.
That's what Mariana's using.
Okay, I'm gonna use that and try to be like, no, back, you beam. 7.
You get some of it off, but you see, like, the arm, like, gets a little bit clean, and you see a bit of Sam's, like, vest, and they hit their own arm and cover it back up and go,
No, see, I'm with the big guy now. I'm being created new.
No.
In the image of the god.
No, I'm gonna do it again.
You should join me. We need more recruits.
Question. Is that technically a clash?
Yes.
G9. I'm gonna hex it again. So the target is slowed. Clash actions gain a +1 against the target.
Oh my god.
And target cannot flee the battle area.
Oh my god. All
I'd
right.
also like to see if target's forced to drop an item to see if that will work too, just in case.
it will not work to drop that, but
Okay, that's
Fair
fine. I'll just keep that.
Jester also gave advantage to us, but that's totally fine because that 9 turned into a 10.
sweet.
Yes, I knew it would help.
Like back again, back. But not you actually, Sam. The deep dart back.
Yep, you hit, and like you see Sam stumble because like you hit across their chest, and they kind of stumble and kind of like looking, and you see another whip
Benny?
hits, and you see Benny has like wrapped his whip around them and is like, not my fucking partner. You took my sister from me. You're trying to hurt my friends. You are not fucking taking my partner.
Get him, Benny.
And he's holding them in place, and he looks and goes, "Will it do your shit?"
Okay. And I so wait, Sam is safe.
Sam is like in the whip.
Okay, is Sam
So-
purified?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, I'll do the
He
thing.
needs some more water.
I'm gonna do the thing again.
Water.
11!
You take your water beam and get to Sam's face, and you see Sam kind of looks and goes, oh my god, I don't like this. This is really.
It didn't hurt you, did I? I was just trying to get the gross goop off of you. You're fine.
It was really, really soggy. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It's all good. Why am I tied up? Why? Oh, hi.
Focus! No! Focus! No! It's cease this, Aquamarine!
You see Benny keeps pulling them closer with his whip, and you see that like every time that Benny pulls, you see like his eyes kind of flash with magical power, and this goop starts kind of falling off, almost as if his sheer desire is willing it off.
Wow.
He pulls and he pulls and he pulls until you see all of the goop has fallen back into the water, and he
Thank God.
just yanks Sam forward into a kiss.
Oh, cute.
The deep dark kind of booms over and goes,
All right, now this is just getting silly. This is getting silly and ridiculous, okay? You all just need jump in the water, take a little swim, and become one of the lovely creatures of the sea. I mean, all this is gonna be sea eventually. Gotta get rid of all this pesky ground, huh? Just do it.
First
Just
off,
go.
no, it's going to ruin my hair. Do you know how long it takes for me to style this curly mess of hair? It takes 4 hours for it to dry. And this stuff isn't even water. No.
Yeah, well, the beautiful thing is that you're not gonna really need to think about hair in the new world.
and I need you both to roll an emotional check.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that advantage.
8.
All right, that's a 9.
For just a moment. Sounds like a pretty good idea to jump in the water. Sounds pretty chill. Sounds pretty rad. You start to see a few people start jumping in, but as soon as you hear a splash, you're like, fuck, no, that's not what's supposed to happen. And you see Mariana, and she goes, everybody, please come together. We can get him. He's weak. That's why he's doing this. That's why he's trying to convince us, and we can't listen to him.
Yep.
We can't.
Let's get a little cozy with each other, people. And I grab onto Mariana and like grab people's hands and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Will both of you roll me we can do this together for emotional?
Yeah. Emotional damage. That's 10.
Oh my god. 7?
You fire at the deep dark, and they kind of stumble back a little bit and glower at you guys. And they start kind of walking towards you across these little plateaus. And you see Mariana like steps forward and holds the trident like over you guys like a shield. And she stares the deep dark down. Deep dark down.
Daddy deep dark.
And you see from
Stare down, Daddy Deep Dark.
as the deep dark gets closer, from one of the crevices full of this primordial water, primordial sea, you see a being reaches a hand up and pulls itself up, shakes its head, adjusts its tie, and a facsimile of Absalom Trench starts walking forward and going, Mariana, what are you doing?
No.
It's gonna be okay.
No.
It's just us. It's only ever been us. We can do this together.
No. I grab onto Mariana's shoulder. I'm like, no. You saw him. We killed him. We dissed him with his discount TJ Maxx Armani suit. This guy is not real. No, he abused you. He manipulated you. This is a bad idea. No.
Izzy takes on her other shoulder. We already killed him. We know that's not him. We're in this together.
Not him.
Not him.
Not him.
Mariana
He's a pedophile groomer.
He's a pedophile.
and like is just kind of staring, and like you feel her trembling beneath you. Roll to convince someone.
10. No wait. 11.
That is a 8. I can't count.
She holds the trident and she goes, but what if I'm the reason he's dead? What if I'm the reason he became so bad? What if I'm the reason that all of this is happening?
You are not. You were alone back then. You didn't have anyone to support you outside of Stanley. Absalom made his own choices. Now you have us. Now you can fight back because you have people behind you.
And also, you didn't kill him. We did, technically. You saw
Technically,
it.
yeah.
You saw what happened.
Roll me a
Oh my God.
Roll me a we can do this together mystical.
Okay, bitches.
Let's
go.
I'm not good with this. 11.
13.
You are holding her shoulders. And as the three of you, pink, blue, and all the colors of the rift, stand there strong against the forces of darkness, you hear a cacophony of voices. Not so much a cacophony once you get to listening, more like a symphony of the sea. You hear Zoe going, yeah, he absolutely abused all of us. And like, it was just because the deep dark was in his little ear. We can take him. We're taking back our sea. Our oceans. They belong to us. You hear the coral dogs going, yeah, this belongs to us. This is us. This is ours. This is our turf.
And we're gonna make sure it stays safe, it stays protected.
You hear Cowie going,
I mean, Stanley's never been a smart man. He's always been a little bit foolhardy. But the deep dark isn't what the sea is. There's so much more than darkness down here. This world is full of light and love and color. And we're not gonna let a piddly-ass little being take that away.
and you hear Stanley. And he goes, listen, Howie's kind of a bitch, but god damn, okay. But what she said is true, okay? I've never been the smartest sawfish in the sea. But I know there's so many people out there that are stronger than I am. Stronger than any of us. There's people like Izzy, like Willa. There's the people that support Izzy and Willa, because they would not be as strong as they are without the people that love them. There's the secretary man. There's Kumiko. There's all of these parents that, you know, they might be far away, but they still support their children. You know, it's kind of incredible to see. There's friends at school that don't even know any of this. There's the people that are standing here mundane as fuck with all these weapons and thinking they're stronger than anything. And there's you, Mariana. You've frightened me since the day I met you, but if I didn't have these two girls with me, then I wouldn't have gotten to know the person that you really are inside. The person you are without Absalom. And I can't thank Izzy and Willa enough for that. And we're not gonna let all that go to waste, okay? Izzy. Willa. Fuck this guy up.
With pleasure.
And I need one more. We can do this together. Emotional.
Were you going down the line of all like the stats or whatever? Is that what this was? Oh my god.
Stop. You are so mean.
It's an 8.
That's a 6. Did you use the advantage?
I did, but you can use the advantage.
Do we have any power pool?
You can use the advantage because the advantage goes for like both of us. I took my advantage earlier, so you can take your advantage now.
Okay.
Ew.
I rolled a 1 and a 2, and I was like, "That's not fair." Okay.
Wow. It looks like someone else has blessed you with advantage. It's amazing. Wow. Oh, wow.
Okay. It's 8.
No, we cannot lose at this point. That's ridiculous.
That's the same with that whole fucking lead up, and I'm like, I failed.
No, it's okay. We did it.
8 now.
Okay.
You stand with the sounds of the sea behind your back, and you see Mariana holds the trident out to the two of you, and you grab on and you fire at this being, the deep dark that's coming at you, this Absalom that's coming at you, and this beam goes through both of them, and you see the world freezes around you, and the deep dark stands with this beam through its chest. You see this Absalom falls into nothingness, like it just melts. And the deep dark takes a hold of this light and starts pulling himself closer and closer. It's like, all right, now it's just us, all right? What? You may have all the sea in the world, you got everything, you got it all, you're so strong, you're so powerful. But you know what? Your world's been fucked for a while, hasn't it? It's you cruddy little humans that have been polluting everything, making it terrible, making it awful, because you don't know the half of what lives in your waters. You don't know the half of what lives on your planet, and you just think that everything belongs to you. I'm restarting things that you all fucked up. And you know what? I'll never stop. Just you might win today, but come maybe a year, 2 years from now, I'm gonna come back. The sea will always be deep dark. I'm here. I'm not going away. And you can't win.
Newsflash, honey. We're also going to be here. So if you come back, we'll meet you back with a fist to the face.
Roll a clash.
Come on, I need a good punch. I need a good punch. Bloody nose. Bloody nose.
Bloody nose.
12, baby!
Willa, how would you like the final blow on the deep dark to go?
I say exactly what I said, a fist to the face, and I like chuck my fire sword somewhere else. I don't know. I walk up to him, crack my knuckles, a good old stance, 1, 2, boom, right hook, making sure that the cartilage snaps and then goes up into his brain.
It's
yes.
a little unsettling because you punch in the face, and this face is an octopus.
I'm breaking his nose.
Higher invertebrate. But you hear the sound of bones cracking beneath your fist. And Izzy, you see Willa punch this thing, and it like stumbles back, and it like holds its face, and it looks at you as it starts to melt, and goes,
Won't let a little thing like me die, will you? You're much nicer than your compatriot. You've always been the nicer one. You're going to save me, won't you? You see that I'm redeemable, don't you? Saw that those twins were redeemable when they're obviously not. They're little bunches of shithead beings just like you, but you'll save me, right? Yes, you will.
You know, you said that not everything can be solved with a conversation, but you might have missed the time where I almost mafia'd 2 coral dogs to death. I'll let this one go all the way, though.
No, you're not. All my hard work, everything I've done, I will return stronger, better.
I like stand next to her. I'm like, she's gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
you see that the world around you starts to kind of swirl, and Mariana kind of chuckles and, well, I guess he'll be swimming with the fishes.
Hey! We got our first fish pun out of you. You know, there's an opening at our school for a teacher.
It's math.
Math.
No.
She looks.
Is it math?
She laughs.
Maybe there's more than one. We have math.
Mrs.
and we
Fields,
have,
social
Mrs.
studies.
Fields. Yeah, social studies. If you're interested in that, maybe.
She laughs, but your attention is taken because there is a small abalone shell that is kind of hanging in the balance. The world is still white and bright around you. And Mariana looks at it and she smiles and goes, I don't think that I would be a very good teacher.
The greatest teachers are ones who've been through the most shit.
It could be at least a cool sub.
Yeah. You know, been missing for God knows how many years.
She
You can also figure out a reunion with whatever family.
she takes the shell and holds it out to you, and she goes, I think you should both look at it first before trying to convince me of that. Both of you roll me a mystical.
8.
9.
You look in, and it's like there's almost like a little pool in there. Izzy, you see yourself. You're smiling. You're texting at what looks to be like almost like a bar, and you see that a few people are ordering coffees from this bar. You see there are some tables that are covered in tablecloths that are made of paper with paint all over the place. See multiple canvases with different artworks on them. You see that Aaron is at the front of the class kind of showing a demonstration on color theory, and he looks back at you. He's a little older. He looks back at you and he waves. And You look back at your phone after you wave back, and you have a text from Daisy that says, here's my flight info, coming back tonight. Wink, love you. And you feel at peace. Willa.
Yes.
You are taking a kendo class. You are sparring, and the person you're sparring against has done kind of a maneuver that you think is pretty cool, but you trip him very easily by pecking a kiss to his nose, and you give a point to the wooden sword as you stand over Caleb McCartney and tap his chest. He grins and holds out a hand for you to help him up. And across the gym you hear, yeah, okay, wooden swords, it's so cool. Come over here and get some water, you guys. You've been at this for way too long. And you see Josh Chase is holding a few cold water bottles for you. You see that Caleb smiles at you, and he goes, well, I'm sure that'll help you with the kids at LARP camp. I mean, you're definitely not going to teach them all of that, but even a small demonstration could help them, right?
Yeah, and I refuse to be tackled again by a horde of second graders. I learned my lesson last year. They're strong.
Well, that's why you've got good co-counselors. And you take the cold water bottle from Josh, and your fingers brush just barely, and the three of you stand together and clink plastic to plastic and take sips. As you look back out, Mariana's holding the shell, and she looks and she goes, you two have incredibly bright futures ahead of you. You have a lot of joy, a lot of pain as well. But there's so much joy that outweighs any hardship that you will face. And you are so strong already. I can't wait to watch from afar how much stronger you get. Take a look. And do you look again?
Yeah.
You look and you see what seems to be the near future. You see the three of you standing with Mariana holding this shell. And you see Mariana takes the shell and holds it to herself. You see bright colors going all over, and you see that it's mending the cracks in the ground. You see that it's turning the hard rock back into sand. You see that it's turning it into a lot cleaner of sand than was there before. You see that the oceans are turning a little bit of a brighter around everything. You see that any sort of damage that had been done to the reefs being somewhat erased. And you see that down in the rift, there is what looks to be a magic barrier made of pink and blue. And at the front of it, almost held together like a belt buckle, is a beautiful gem-encrusted trident. And you see the shell kind of sinks to the bottom of the rift, and as it finds a spot in the sand, listening to the hustle and bustle of the Rift City, you hear the sound of Mariana singing from it. And she smiles and she goes, that's where I'm supposed to be. That's what my future holds.
You're gonna be alone again.
She smiles and she goes, is anyone really alone in the sea? There's way too much going on to be alone. And besides, I get to look at pink and blue all day. That sounds like a good time to me. Are you ready to get back to things?
Izzy nods, but she pulls Mariana into a hug.
Me too. I hug her.
Mariana looks a little stunned, and she holds you guys. And you feel not only her arms around you, but on your shoulders, you feel two tiny little hands on the sides of your neck. And he's out of his bubble. Stanley's sitting there, and he is on your shoulders, and he goes, I mean, I don't really know how to thank you guys. There's a few too many words. Really. Izzy, Willa. My job here is done. I I gotta go back to the rift. That's where I'm supposed to be. That's where I'm from. It's, I got family down there, I'm sure one of my cousins is getting married or something soon, but...
Come visit?
No, he can't. He can't breathe air. He's a starfish.
He looks to Mariana and he looks to her and she smiles and she goes, "It's a magic shield. It's not a rock." And Stanley kind of wipes his eyes and goes, "All right, well then, it's a lot less emotional. Okay, I'll for Parcheesi or something. Good work out there, kiddos. You did great.
Question, Stanley, is Kumiko staying?
He blinks and he goes, "If I could control Kumiko, don't you think I would? That girl's got a whole mind of her own."
I mean, you leave. Don't our powers go away too? And then Kumiko leaves.
Yeah, because technically she summoned her as a familiar, so...
Stanley, looks up at Mariana again and goes, "I mean, I did submit a poem to a literature journal up here recently, and I'd like to see if that gets published. And, Kumiko and I are watching through all of the Desperate Housewives seasons, and, I mean, these girls, they're gonna need some help if, anything bad starts happening with, Lene and all that, and
Does that mean you're gonna stay?
Are you staying?
Do you want to stay?
You can totally stay.
He looks and he goes, "I think I've grown a little too accustomed to being surface side. I mean, I don't even have a barber down in the rift anymore. I don't think that I would really..." And you see Mariana, pats the top of his head and goes, "Sometimes people come into our lives and we don't realize that they're going to change them for the good. And sometimes you're going to do everything to stick with them. So make sure you stick." And, he nods and he holds on to the two of you, and Mariana is like, "I'm gonna take this now, and, say hi to Victoria for me." And she pushes the shell into her heart, and you see the world erupt into color. And you're on the beach. There's people scattered all around the beach, and you see that they all look a little confused. The only people that don't look confused are Daisy, Benny, Josh, Caleb, and Sam.
Oh, Dirk and Henrietta?
Yep, Dirk and Henrietta are there too.
Victoria?
You see Victoria looks a little confused. And, you see that Henrietta is sitting and she starts making a sandcastle because the sand is so much prettier. And you see that Dirk starts pushing some of the sand over with her. You see that Sam kind of joins them because the Schwartz twins are back wrapped in a hug around each other, talking very low to each other as they just are locked in an embrace. Josh has some wounds on his arm that he's kind of looking at, and Caleb, you see Caleb starts ripping part of his shirt, wrap it, and Josh is like, "No, stop it." And Caleb's like, come here, and you see Josh begrudgingly gives his arm over.
Are we still transformed? Or are we back to normal?
You are back to normal. But you feel in your pocket, Willa, that there is a very special hot sauce packet still there. And Izzy, there's a necklace still around your neck. And in the fanny pack around your waist, you feel a very hard hamster ball.
I hug Izzy.
Look, Willa.
You look at
Holy shit!
I like doing the thing that we do when we hug, where I creepily stroke your hair. So I do that to Izzy. I know she doesn't like it, but
Izzy's just bawling into your shoulder. Like, there's probably snot. Like, it's
Definitely.
the most disgusting you probably have ever seen. And Izzy would hate it, but she can't stop.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Holy shit. I told you we wouldn't die.
I was really fucking hoping so, but it looked really fucking grim there.
It did, but it's okay. We'll at least survive high school.
Well, we still haven't even gone through junior year.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, God. Come on. Izzy drags Willa over, I think, to... I don't even know.
Like just the group.
The group, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much in the same spot. Like, they're all kind of congregated in the middle, and you see that, like, all of the confused folks are starting to kind of, like, wander away or wander around and find themselves away from your group.
We'll have to return do we return Victoria's weapons? Because she looked a little confused when we got out of the portal. So can we keep...
Willa, we cannot steal from her armory. She let us borrow it. And I think Mariana was Victoria's sister.
But
Should kind of tell her what happened.
But she wouldn't really know that it was really missing.
Willa,
Yeah.
we're returning the weapons.
Darn!
You know, if you want, on our next whatever fucking trip that we go to, I'll find someone who can forge weapons, and we can have them teach us how to forge weapons, and you can make your own fucking weapon. How about that?
Hang on a second. I want to try to conjure the flaming sword in my hand.
Izzy kind of just puts her hands into her face.
I just want to make sure
Like, they just saved the whole fucking world, and what is Willa doing?
You're able to conjure yourself.
Oh, thank God! I don't have to get my driver's license yet.
Honestly, I was really hoping that you finally would.
No!
You need a form of ID.
I can get an ID. I'm just not gonna get a driver's license because I have so many chauffeurs. I like look at Caleb and Josh like, right?
And Caleb goes, right. And Josh goes, what?
It's that or I get a motorcycle. There's no way in hell I'm getting a car.
Oh, please don't.
I'm getting a motorcycle. Yes.
Please don't.
I'm getting I'm getting a motorcycle.
Absolutely not. All three of us will just chauffeur you. Okay? No, please don't.
Fine. Maybe.
You hear Benny go, I'll get you a motorcycle.
With what money,
what
Mr.
money?
Got cut off by your parents?
As of right now. And Benny kind of turns and shows the banking app he has on his phone, and he goes, I mean, my debit card still works, so until they cut me off.
Wanna go see if the dealership is still open?
Izzy just looks to Daisy like, is this really happening?
Daisy shakes her head, and she puts a hand on Benny's shoulder and goes, I mean, they're not gonna let Golden Boy who got into Juilliard go bankrupt. And they're not going to let the heiress of their company falter and squander. I mean, not after... And she holds up her phone, and you see there is an article that says new allegations regarding Absalom Trench and inappropriate activity with minor. And she goes, I mean, they're going to want to erase anything that happened involving Absalom Trench, so I think we're in the clear. Which means Benny and I, very lovely young 30 under 30 luminary, can really be philanthropists for any cause we see fit.
Izzy, like, takes Daisy's hands. I have a couple ideas.
She brings her forehead to yours and goes, I was hoping you'd say that.
Izzy just starts kissing her. Fuck it.
She kisses you back.
Absolutely. It has been way too long with so much fucking over their heads.
Mm-hmm.
I look at both Josh and Caleb and I'm like, we take these secrets to our graves.
Caleb's like, I mean, yeah. It's not like... I mean, if I told anybody back home, they really wouldn't believe me.
I don't know.
But...
I think they would. Because you're so trusting. just so trustworthy. So don't say anything, otherwise I will find you. I don't even know where you live still.
He smiles and he goes, well, that could be arranged. And Josh is like, yeah, and I won't fucking tell anybody either.
Good.
Not that that was a worry.
Good. I kiss Josh.
Oh. He kind of like is a little shocked and then kind of melts into it. And when your kiss breaks, you feel two big arms like holding you in a big group hug. And Caleb rests his head on the top of both of yours and it's just like, very glad neither of you died.
Me too.
Truth be told, I was a little concerned.
I couldn't
But
tell.
if either of you had, I would have killed that big old octopus myself. With my bare hands. Ripping it to shreds and throwing every suction cup back into the ocean.
Oh my.
Yes. I'm glad you say. And you hear Josh go, this is hot, this is hot, this is warm. And Caleb's hold on you is a little bit loose so that the three of you can look at each other.
Yee.
We zoom out on this scene, this impromptu beach day. We see a lovely little sandcastle. We see couples in love holding each other, standing close, being affectionate without a care in the world for time in a very long time. And it's glorious. There's a sparkle to the sea. There's a tinge to the sand that is just a little bit effervescent. And somewhere buried deep, deep in those sand grains is a small piece of purple sea glass. Thank you guys for joining me on this adventure. This concludes the the first campaign of Magical Myth. We will have a very fluffy epilogue episode on May 31st, but I just personally want to say thank you to both G9 and Claire for joining me on this journey. It was really fun to put a story together for you guys and to be able to share it with the world, and I'm just so thankful for your creativity and your love through all of this, and I can't wait to tell more stories with you. I love you guys.
I love you too. But thanks for coming in, everyone, and we will see you on the 31st for some fluffy, fluffy epilogue times.